Hey Geek, so what if you stopped using Netflix? So this is a question I think a lot of people might be asking themselves in the past few years because I, like most people out there, have been using Netflix for years and years. Ever since the days of DVDs over to streaming, I've been there as a Netflix user and a Netflix subscriber, paying them a lot of money just like most of you out there. But in this past year, I've really not enjoyed Netflix anymore. And as a matter of fact, in the past year, I actually stopped paying for my Netflix subscription. Although I still do get it for free through my cell phone provider. They offer it as a perk with being a customer with them. So I still had Netflix, but the basic package. And that's the other thing. The prices of all these streaming services have kept going up and up, where it's basically cable now. And then Netflix, about a year ago, this is why I decided to stop my service mainly, they restricted where you could use your Netflix service. And so now it's got to be at a household at your location. And if you wanted to use it outside of that, you have to pay for it. And for me, that was already a big no. So that was the first main reason why I stopped paying for Netflix, because I want to be able to use Netflix wherever I am. And then secondly, the price hikes. And then the big thing out of all of this is the simple fact that the overall content that Netflix is providing, at least for me, it's just not really good anymore. I mean, of course there is some good shows and movies like Cobra Kai and some good movies as well that they have on Netflix. But for the most part, I don't really enjoy watching what Netflix offers anymore with their original programming. Most of it is the same type of stuff. It's B to C movie, C show grade for the most part. I just don't enjoy what they're putting out there in terms of entertainment. And since all these other companies started their own streaming services, a lot of the movies and shows that you might enjoy no longer exist on Netflix. And that's the main reason why I rarely ever watch Netflix. I basically stopped Netflix. But in its place, there are alternatives. So there's actually a positive for me with not watching Netflix or rarely ever watching Netflix. And so the first thing is the streaming service. And so instead of using Netflix, what do I actually watch? Well, I actually use TubeBuddy. And TubeBuddy, at least right now, is free. And honestly, they have a lot of great entertainment there for movies and shows and a lot of international movies as well, which I really, really enjoy. And so in terms of streaming service, I mostly use TubeBuddy now. And then second to that is YouTube. Now, YouTube is the one that I watch the most. But if it comes to watching movies and shows, then it is going to be on TubeBuddy. That's why I say for TubeBuddy, that is my primary streaming service, which replaces Netflix. And then this is something that I'm really happy that has happened, because I really don't watch much of streaming services anymore, and I basically stopped watching Netflix. I decided to go back to my first love whenever it comes to movies and shows, and that is physical media. And so I started collecting again, and I've never had Blu-ray before this, and so I did start collecting Blu-ray, growing my collection. And I used to be a pretty good collector of DVDs, VHS, even Laserdisc back in the day. So I've been a long time lover of movies and shows. And now that, I'm kind of starting back up and, growing my collection a lot quicker of movies and shows that I really, really love, this is really probably the best thing about stopping Netflix and just basically not using streaming services as much anymore, because it's gotten me back to my first original love, owning the movies and shows that I really, really enjoy and that I don't have to ask permission for. I paid for it. I can now watch it, whether it's on my player or I have it on my Jellyfin media server. And you know what? I absolutely love having these physical Blu-rays and 4Ks, just physical media in general. That is the best thing about me basically stopping Netflix. And in terms of the alternatives, I'm really happy with TubeBuddy. I hope they keep improving it, but I could already see more and more ads, so at some point it might not be the best experience in the world. And YouTube, well, I love YouTube. I'm here on YouTube creating a video, but I'm also on other platforms like Rumble, so I'm always going to enjoy those platforms that allow people like myself to create content for other people to enjoy. And so overall, that's kind of like what I've done whenever I basically stop Netflix. And every now and then I watch it, but 99.9% of the times I'm not watching Netflix. And whenever my cell phone provider stops offering Netflix for free, then it really won't be a big deal because I basically don't watch it anymore anyway. And so let me know what your thoughts are on Netflix or any other streaming services, or maybe your journey with the whole world of physical media, being a collector. So if you actually had any thoughts on this, be sure to leave in the commentary below, and I'll see you on another episode. Hey geeks, if you are a brand new creator and you simply want something easy to get you started, well, I got something for you with my Creator Starter Kit. This is a super simple step-by-step guide that's going to take you from having no channel to developing your very first YouTube channel, along with ideas, thumbnail designs, and other creator tips, including marketing. And the best part is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and get started creating.